Shagdog's back once again. Falltoberfest. Doing a Shiner Oktoberfest. Spoetzl Brewery out of Shiner, Texas. This is their Oktoberfest. Just like the world's largest beer festival, our little brewery has Bavarian roots and a long tradition of honoring tradition. Hey, that sounds like a vice president so and so's type of thing. We have a long tradition of honoring tradition. Yeah. Which is why we made this märzen-style with German-grown Hallertau tradition hops, I guess. If that doesn't make you polka dance for joy, we don't know what will. So let's get into this. All righty. Yeah, so Beer Advocate gives this a 77, 5.7% ABV, and it is considered a Märzen. Boy, wouldn't I love to find this in a can? I think we get it in a bottle mostly every year. There's a cat purr for you, or the cat purr for the cat purr, right? Who do I sound like? Yeah. Cat for the cat lovers. Cat purrs. Yeah, let's pour that in there. Bam. Awesome. I think my microphone might be too loud, but I'm going to turn that down just a tad bit. Yeah, look at that. Got a little bit of snap, crackle, pop going. Yeah, it's very clear, clean looking. Some bubblies going up in that. The head is less than a pinky. And I gave it somewhat of aggressive pour too. So Shiner, I like some Shiner beers, but overall, I probably grade Shiner like a C plus, probably. Yeah, it is what it is, right? Yeah, but look at that beer. It looks clean, refreshing. It looks brisk, baby, right? It looks like, well, it doesn't look like tea, but yeah, orange, rusty, copper color there. Head's almost dissipated completely. It's the thin film. Yes, Jimmer fan, aggressive pour. Probably not the best pour, but it was aggressively. I kind of aggressively, but held back a little bit too, and then went aggressive again. Yeah. Yeah, this caramel, bready, maybe a little bit sugary sweet in there. Bready, sugary sweet, malty. That's what you're getting. Bready, sugary sweet, malty, and caramel. Four of the top characteristics, well, besides the sugary part, unless it's American Oktoberfest. Let's get into it. Prost. I've never been a big fan of the Shiner Oktoberfest. It's okay. To me, it comes off too sugary and caramel, like a lot of American-made Oktoberfest Marzens. Yeah, too sweet. There's other beer styles like lagers that almost taste exactly like this. Yeah. Hey, let me send you an invite, sir, if my computer cooperates. Let's see here. My computer is not quite cooperating yet, but it should be getting there, hopefully. Friggin' internet and computer. Oh, boy. All right, where you at, brother? I'm going to send it to you. But, oh, fuck. Man, what the... computer is just running fine. you jump on Jammer Fan and things start to go haywire. All right, let's see if I can find you here. Whole Facebook's going slow. All right, invite. Let me copy the link. And there you go. Yeah, so that link should be coming to you. And I'm back live. I'm still live, but yeah, so Jammer Fan should be joining us in a second. I'm almost blinded by these new. I finally got some lights to shine on the green screen, and they're blinded. I mean, even though they're on the side of it, they're like blinding me, even with the shades on. I think there's too much light in the green screen, not enough light on me. Actually, then I get that when I raise my arms. All right, let me turn my volume down. Someone's running the vacuum. Hopefully you can still hear me. Not too much to vacuum. Well, they're running that. Nothing like ruining a good beer review, huh? Meatloaf. Now, hopefully Jammer Fan join. I'll continue talking about the beer. Yeah, it's I've had this a couple times. I wasn't even going to buy it because I'm not a big fan of Shiner Oktoberfest, but it is an Oktoberfest beer, and I only get the two different liquor stores I went to. I bought almost every Oktoberfest they had, I think, so, which wasn't many. Out of 31 beers, I probably had 10 or 12, well, about 13 to 15 Oktoberfest beers, and the rest are all some pumpkins and about 3 or 4. Or maybe I drank a whole bunch of Oktoberfest in the last 2 weeks. I don't know. So I only got like 4 or 5 Oktoberfest left. Hey, how come it's not letting me get? Oh, hold on. Gotta get the double screen. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, I was going to say, it's not a problem on my end. My shit's working fine.
Well, I put you into the show, but your page was popping up. But what I did now is when I did this crap in, I changed the whole
configuration.
Yeah. So for me to get, when you jumped in, I was still on a different configuration or whatever. So yeah, it's early over there, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's never too early, Shagdog, for a Bob Blue.
You not work on Tuesdays or?
Well, Shagdog, right now, let's just say I'm on a break from working.
You sound like a man.
Taking a siesta, as they call it.
Don't take too much siesta.
A work siesta. Well, I'm doing contracting right now, so what's funny is I always take time off when nobody else takes time off, and everybody's back to work finally, right? Because it's like beginning of September, Labor Day's over, so now's the time when the Dave takes the vacation. That's when I'm busting it out.
All right.
Because I was pretty busy all through August and the beginning of September, and now it's like, it's time for a little bit of a break. I'm doing a lot of house projects. Actually, Julia was kind of like, either you need to do landscaping or we need to pay somebody to do landscaping. And I'm like, no. We're never going to pay anybody to do landscaping here. I'll just drink some hot sauce and beer and I'll do it.
Hot sauce and beer.
Yeah,
my color's not coming through good.
Say what?
So my color's like off on my screen.
Oh, yeah, you kind of look like green. You're like zombie Shagdog.
I bought these new lights, and then so they're shining mostly on the green screen, but maybe I should move them back more.
I think it's reflecting the green back onto you. It's like you're getting some
It could
green. You're getting some green glow. You're getting that green glow. But you also kind of look like a professional studio, though. It looks. I'm getting like I feel like I'm watching Rush Limbaugh or like some other right wing show.
Rush Limbaugh.
I feel like like Saturday mornings with Rush.
Yeah.
No, but yeah, normally would any other normal person be down to just have a beer at 8:43 a.m.? No, but I've already been. So I have an apple tree. I've been picking apples for the past fucking hour, and I've been sweaty. I'm outside fucking sweating because it's still summer. Even in Colorado, it's still summer. Believe it or not, Shagdog, it's still summer in Colorado. It's gonna be like fucking 91 today.
Wow.
Can you believe that? In Colorado, 91. And they say global warming isn't real. Haha. Just kidding. It's a Soviet communist plot to take your money, Shagdog.
Well, it's not, they don't call it global warming anymore. It's climate change, right? I mean, back in the late 80s, early 90s, they started calling it global warming. Of course, back in the 80s, they said there's a hole in the ozone. There's not going to be an ozone layer in 10 years, stuff like that. They come out with new stuff every 10, 20 years, right?
Now it's trans people lighting lighters. They're all the trans people are lighting their lighters and they're heating up the environment, Shagdog.
Oh, I forgot to tell you this week, speaking of trans,
Right.
I identify as a trans now. Trans am, or maybe it's a trans Siberian, or maybe all these trans stuff.
Well, you can get extra benefits at work. You just say that you need a seeing eye dog and that you're trans, and you got like an extra 5 days off.
Yeah, they say, all right, trans. What kind of trans? Trans am. I identify as a car. I also identify as Pontiac.
I could see you as a Pontiac.
I drove a Pontiac Firebird one time.
I've always thought that you could handle a stick.
I tell you what, Jammer rented a Firebird one time. We went to Key West on our Key West
Whoa,
trip.
That's badass. Of course, Jammer would because he's a fucking badass.
Yeah, 2001. We were on vacation same time, and our boss is out at the bar with us. Hey, what are you guys gonna do? I was thinking we're going to Daytona or something. They're like, he's like, you ever been to Key West? Go to Key West. I'm like, there were too many fags down there or something. Excuse my French. And some of them like that word. A lot of them don't like that word, but some do. But we're like, okay. And Jim was like, yeah, I'm going to rent a car. I'll rent a car. He was already in the process thinking of renting a car because he didn't want to drive his Jeep, and I had a beat up Buick. So he shows up the next day. I think it's the next day we went. And he shows up in a damn Firebird, my parking lot, my driveway. And I'm like, what the fuck? He goes, yeah, hop in. I'm like, you rented a fucking Firebird? It was a convertible Firebird,
Oh, nice.
And we get in it, and he's going the wrong way. I'm like, where the hell are we going? And he had to pick up a friend of his. I was like, what? Because the night before, she was like, yeah, I'll go with you guys. And I was like, she didn't even have vacation. She worked with me.
Yeah.
And she was going. She called in sick all week. Anyhow, long story short, the Firebird saved our lives because on the way back, we're getting chased. And Jammer, with his awesome driving, saved the day. Although I gave him directions and, hey, turn on your emergency flashers, while we're going 120 miles down the highway, stuff like that. So, but I did drive it a little bit at night. And then on the way back, when he had to take it back he rented it from a place in Tampa too, so I had to drive it down to Tampa. He had to follow me. So when I first got in the car, I didn't realize the power, and when I took a turn, I burned rubber. He's looking back in his rearview mirror, and he goes, we get to the car rental place. He goes, man, that Firebird's you, man. You're definitely a Firebird person, because I look cool, kind of like Billy Madison. Yeah.
I got to tell you somebody who is not cool. So Julie and I are driving down the road, right? And there's a guy in an old Prius, like an old guy in an old Prius. But he's like, have you ever seen one of these like skinnier old dudes with their head shaved and they have glasses and they look like Moby, like that? Have you Moby, that fucking, he was a techno guy, and they think they're all cool. They got their head shaved, and he's like, yeah, and it looked like he was. So we were just driving down the street. He was trying to turn right, and we see that he's gonna go, and we stop, but then he stops and he gets all mad. And so we drive past him, and then he peels out, but in a Prius. But it's just like skirt, 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 skirt. Like you could just see him like trying to like be like aggro and like flooring it is. But it's a front wheel drive like 82 horsepower car. So we just hear this. Skirt, 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 skirt. And I remember Julia saying, "That is the gayest." No, she was like, "That's the gayest peel out I've ever seen." Like it's like bald Moby flooring it in his Prius, and she just shook her head. She was like, even as a woman, she's like, that was demasculating for this man. Like she was recognizing that this guy, and she's like, I think she even commented like that was a small penis move. Like I think everybody, it's like anybody who saw what happened realized this guy was a bald-headed, tiny penis man.
Cool.
You're like, cool.
Yeah, I do like the sound effect for his little peel out. Yeah, that was great.
It's just like he barely got him squeaking. Like you could tell you could see him shaking his head like he was listening to some badass music. He was like, yeah. Like,
I tell you what, I pulled into work last night, and right when I was pulling in, I used to listen to one station, and it's got different. What's that financial guy's name? Dave Ramsey. And he has a show. There's another lawyer show, or Coast to Coast was on, or something. But I said, I forget what it was. Or I was like, fuck, let me turn to the rock station, and it was because they only got one rock station around here. But it was Enter Sandman, Metallica. So when I'm pulling into work and I'm blaring Enter, excellent, I'm getting pumped up for work, and then I got then the whole song. I was like, yeah, I'm ready. And then when I got in the car and the music stopped, I was like, fuck.
Off to Neverland. You just got me thinking that, like, Shagdog, you're like a fucking connoisseur of music. Like, if it ever comes to the end times and like I become a Confederate general, I'm gonna like send for Shagdog. I'm like, send for Shagdog. He's gonna be my personal music connoisseur. And we will fire cannonballs at the liberals while listening to rap.
I don't know if rap would do it though.
What about like
some of the rap music would work when we catch some of the liberal women and turn them into strippers.
What about some Motley Crue, like Home Sweet Home, yeah, wow, yeah, Home Sweet Home.
I don't know if that's like war hair metal.
We're claiming our home. We're fucking like this. Like America is our home. Shagdog, America's our home.
Yeah, but that's like a love ballad almost. Yeah.
I just
I seen so many romantic dreams, up in lights falling on the silver screen. Like a.
I get it's romantic, and I wasn't trying to romance you, Shagdog. I like some Motley Crue that hits the falsetto, like that high note. Home sweet home, home sweet home, yeah. Like, you can't even.
Some of the Motley Crue, from Shout the Devil to Work for Me in Battle, of course, their first one. And then maybe from their last good one in the 80s, their Dr. Feelgood. Dr. Feelgood, the song itself, and Kickstart My Heart, maybe. Yeah,
you got me into hair metal. This is your fault, Shagdog, because there's a hair metal channel on. So Julia, she likes a good deal. And she found out, they have these stupid apps. They say they negotiate your Rocket Money, will negotiate your bills down and all this like stupid shit. Julia found out you can just call and negotiate your own bills down. And she found a script online, the exact words to say to the people that run the Sirius XFM. You're just like, I'm going to cancel my subscription unless you give me this special discount. And then somebody in India is like, okay. We should give you the special discount. And now we have Sirius XM for like $4 a month or whatever. And the only two channels I listen to is the Beatles channel and the fucking hair metal channel. That's it. I'm just listening to Beatles. It's either Beatles or Rat or Motley Crue or somebody else who's yodeling away on the fucking hair metal channel. And Julia always gets mad because she goes into the car and the fucking the bass is turned all the way down, the treble's turned all the way up, and it's on the fucking hair metal channel.
Hey, a lot of hair bands, the bass is already down anyhow, unless it's the bass coming from the drums. Yeah,
I know. You got to crank the treble, bro. But you know what? Sometimes I listen to the '90s gangster rap channel and I go treble down, bass up, and I'm like, living in a gangster's paradise. I drank with Shagdog once or twice, living in a gangster's paradise. Yeah. I'm a better hair band. I'm better at being a hair band guy than I am a rap guy, but I can do both.
Yeah, when I had a Sirius, I had it for my first 3 months when I bought my car, and I didn't subscribe. Yeah. But that's the one thing I listened to was the hair metal or whatever else.
Yeah, they had the hair metal channel. Yeah. It's nice.
They had everything there.
So LL Cool J, if you remember him, he has his own 90s rap channel now on XM.
Oh, really? Yeah,
so
I saw him in a video the other day. There's MTV has this like a couple different stations now, and it's like MTV. I don't know what it's called, but it's supposed to be like new music, crappy videos, not high production or anything. But it was him. What the hell is the fat guy's name? Kind of look Hispanic. Shit, can't remember.
I haven't watched MTV in like forever, man.
Fat Joe, I think it was, maybe, and some other rapper. Three of them rapping, and I'm like, this song sucks.
Well, Shagdog, the 90s had some good rap songs, though. I like 90s rap. It just, I don't know. I think it's because I'm old, but I'm bobbing my head, all these kids watching right now, because, the average YouTube viewer is like 17, 18. So we look like George Washington to these people. Shagdog, I'm waiting for you to chop down the fucking cherry tree right now because you were looking George Washington-y as fuck.
I was watching the George Washington documentary, like what do you call it, docuseries, where they actually have actors, but they have.
Of course you really, yeah. Okay, you really for real?
Yeah.
You were
today. I was, I was looking for something to watch.
Really, you were watching. Like, Jesus fucking Christ! I didn't need, and I was like, fuck, that's. I was calling out your George Washington-ness, and you're like, no, I was really watching a. Oh God. Did you chop down the cherry tree? Did you make your dad sad?
I don't know if that's the truth or not. And they actually said George Washington did lie a few times. So, his dad died when he was a little kid. So I don't know if they didn't talk about that story.
Oh, fuck, you're blowing my mind. So that was bullshit?
It might be true, but it was already starting off with him being in the French Indian War or whatever. He only talked a little bit about his growing up in a home where his two half brothers weren't able to go to college, and he wasn't able to because his dad died when he was very young. And
that makes sense because today's an American crisis. Let me ask you, Shagdog, what event is happening today that makes today an American crisis? There's a special event happening today. What life-changing event? The fucking debate between Harris and fucking Trump happens today, dude.
Yeah, I'm not gonna watch it because I know who I'm voting for already, so I don't need to watch it. So.
That's what I was. We know who you're voting for already.
I mean, he's gonna put he'll have some good points, but he just talks too much sometimes, and he's gonna like berate her, and all he needs to do is talk about how good it was when he was president, and he's gonna make America great again, and he's gonna fix the border, he's gonna fix the economy, and there was peace, hardly any wars when he was in, and talk about that stuff. He doesn't even have to. What about January 6th? I wasn't involved in that. Those people went and did it themselves. Simple as that.
Oh, so hold on, Shagdog, are you one of these like January 6th was a peaceful protest people?
No, I never said it was a peaceful protest. I'm just not saying he didn't. No. He didn't go over there and break in and He did say let him hear you. He didn't say break in or anything. Or anything like that.
Yeah, technically he didn't say like, I'm Donald Trump. I want you to break into the Capitol, and then Ashley Babbitt needs to get shot specifically. Like,
as the girl got shot. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh man, Shagdog, you reminded me of like, and it's been a few weeks now, but like when I was leaving you messages as Obama, I missed that. I'm just gonna say that was like, and Julia just shook her head. But there was one that like I think you played it in your car. You said you played it in your car, and it sounded more like Obama. And she was kind of like, "Yeah, you got to sound more like you're on camera." So I was kind of like, Shagdog. So this is Obama. I talked to Michelle, and we're inducting you to the Liberal Hall of Fame. You're the most liberal person that we know. And then she agreed though that like everything I do sounds like Richard Nixon. Like she's like, it's like
if Obama.
It's like Richard Nixon with an Obama mask on. I'm just like, I'm Obama. Like he's just trying to like, Richard Nixon's just kind of like tricky dick. He puts on the Obama mask. Like,
how about you say something that he actually said, like, yes, we can, or something like that.
Oh, something that Obama said.
Yeah. How he said, yes, we can.
Hope.
Yes, we can.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can, Shagdog. We can.
We gotta get an actual line, something like.
I know, like, how about this? We're solving the problem in the Middle East. Shagdog, we've solved the Middle East.
I don't know if Obama's ever going to say Shagdog, but
no, he's going to say Shagdog. You're important to foreign policy. I will make considerations based off the advisory of Shagdog and Jammer. Like you guys need to cut that in so you see your audio now. You're beginning like Shagdog.
Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and grade this beer Jammer fan because we're 27 minutes in. I've been done for a while, for about 5 minutes now. Hey, straight up C and a swallow. There you go.
Really, you're giving Oktober, dude? I actually so.
I think it's just a little too caramel-y and a little too sugary for me.
So I get a weird copper note, like an earthy copper metallic note. Are you picking that up in that beer?
I don't know now, but they say they use what type of hops they use. Well, they didn't say they really use it, but they say German märzen-style with German-grown Hallertau tradition.
Yeah, Hallertau tradition though. I knew it. That can be a little metallic sometimes. Well, are you down for one more review? I got one more Labatt with your name on it.
Yeah, I mean, I was. Yeah, I can do one more actually. Yeah.
All right.
I got 3 beers to do, but I figure I might only do 1 or 2 out of now because I worked last night. So yeah. I was gonna go get my haircut earlier, but I was like, you know what? Fuck that. Let's just do some beer review.
Oh shit, dude! So I've been putting off my haircut for 6 months now. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm like walking. I mean, my hair is almost to my fucking shoulders. Julia's like, you look like you're in a 70s rock band, and that's what I've been going for, dude. Like, you know what? If we're all gonna die in nuclear war when Trump gets elected, I just want to like fucking live through the different decades. And right now I'm in my 70s decade. I'm drinking Labatt Blue. I got a fucking mullet. I'm just like listening to fucking Crosby, Stills, and Nash like all day, Shagdog. Crosby, Stills, and Nash all day.
So who do you think the Antichrist is?
The Noid from Domino's.
A lot of people think the Prince from Saudi Arabia.
There's a lot of talk about Trump, like the head injury, the head wound, or whatever. There's a lot of.
But his ear was fatal. It says in the Bible, fatal head wound, though. And that wasn't fatal.
I mean, Trump's a very sensitive guy.
You know what could have been fatal is Biden with his aneurysm.
Most
people don't survive what he had.
The fake aneurysm they're talking about in the news. Yeah, I heard the hear.
Supposedly he had it in the 80s and had surgery to save him. And then you got Kennedy with the worm eating his brain.
Yeah.
That could be a fatal head wound.
And the other Kennedy with the bullet eating his brain. Oh, we're not allowed to say that. You're canceled. I just canceled your channel, Shagdog. All right. Kick up another video. This is the Spitter Swallow beer review. I give Labatt Blue, I give it 1 out of 2 stars. But I'm only doing 2 stars now, Shagdog. It's 1 out of 2.
So it's 50-50, right?
Yeah, it's like 1 out of 2.
That's either 50 or 100.
And a quarter. 1 out of 2, and I give her a quarter.
A quarter sworder, or
no, just a quarter. I threw a quarter at my beer. I got angry and I threw it. I'm throwing coins because I'm an angry drunk.
All right. All right. Well, yeah, I'll set up another one. I got I can't remember what the hell I have. I have to look. Oh fuck it.
Yeah. No, right. I wish we were viewers. I wish we were in the same room because I'd be throwing change at Shagdog. I'd be throwing like nickels and quarters at him like angrily. But it's not going to work because we're not in the same room. So, cheers.
All right. What I miss is me and Jammer doing the cat.
No, the cat. Yeah, the cat. Yeah. Cat pervs. Yeah. I was the original cat perv.
So I don't trust Jammer. I can say, hey, do your bucket or whatever you're going to do. Let's measure it, how far it is away from you. And I'll measure mine and make it the same distance. So we'll do it. Yeah. But I'm afraid his would be right in front of him. Oh, got that one. We'd have to have a dual camera.
He'll cheat. Jammer will cheat because I know Jammer. He's a winner.
Yeah, you can open up 2 cameras on here though. If you got 2 USB ports you can use for 2 cameras.
I still think Jammer would cheat, but that's because I would cheat. Jammer is he follows after my own heart.
Not being together, I've been thinking of other stuff to do. They get like a Nerf type axe throwing thing. The sticks, but I mean, you'd have to have 2 cameras.
You have to have 2 cameras. There has to be a way to have accountability. Otherwise, everybody would just cheat.
Yeah. And even with 2 cameras, how do I know if it's actually 6 feet? It could be 4 feet.
Yeah. Anyways, I can't believe you gave fucking Shiner a C-. Like that's.
I give it a straight C. I give it a straight C.
You give it a gay C.
Yeah.
Or a high C. Did you ever drink high C? Or those crazy astronaut drinks in the 70s and 80s and early 90s. Your parents mixed some powder in a thing and then swished it around and you're drinking it.
Yeah. Well, the astronauts drank Tang, but it's still around. I saw it in my store, but I haven't seen it recently. But they had the little sippy type boxes.
Yeah.
High C. I should have bought one just to try it. Did a review on it. I'm gonna start buying stuff. I'm like, wow, that's like nostalgic type stuff like that. I'm gonna buy this high C and review it or something.
Yeah. All right, Shagdog. Well, this is the Spitter Swallow beer review. He's Shagdog, and I'm a random guest, and we'll see you guys later.
Do it like Obama.
Michelle, I'm done watching the show. I need my corn dog, and I'd also like my salad. Michelle, I need my dinner.
Michelle, toss my salad.
Michelle, toss my salad. I'm ready to watch Biden and Kamala.
It's Trump and Kamala, eh?
No, Biden and Kamala are coming over. Oh. Come over with me. Right. We're going to have ice cream. We're going to have 3 scoops because Trump likes 2 scoops. So we're going to have 3. We're going to have 3 scoops, Shagdog.
All right. All right, we'll see you at the next one. Spitter Swallow beer review.
I'm not a crook. I'm not a crook. I'm not a crook.